Hi everyone, this is Sitasha Snyder. Now I want to talk about different functions that we can use in our SQL queries. Functions are basically built-in calculations. So if you want to perform some kind of calculations in your query, you don't have to type in the formula yourself, but rather just use the built-in functions. The first one that I want to cover is the count function. The count function, it's basically a tally, the total number of rows that meet the search criteria or the where statement criteria. So in this case, we want to count the course title that has the course fee between $2,000 and $5,000. So basically, we want to know how many courses out there that have a course fee of anywhere between $2,000 and $5,000. So here on our SQL Server Management Studio, we have written the query. So basically select, and we want to use the count function. And every time you use the count function, you want to enclose the whatever you want to count in parentheses, so the system knows that this is what you want to count. And I want to have the column title as the number of courses, and the course title comes from the course table. So that's where I specify my table, and my limit on this search is to specify that the course fee should be between $2,000 and $5,000. And if I run this query, I will see that there are 9 courses that meet these criteria. Again, the title of the column can be anything. If I do not specify anything here, let's say I take this out, when I execute that, it is going to still show me the number of columns, because obviously the count function still works, but since I did not specify the title of my column, it will say no column name. So I'm going to put it back. Oops. Maybe I'll call it courses at this time, and I run it again and it will show 9. But let's say I also want to see the names of those courses. Or maybe not the name, but how much each of these courses are. So basically I would do a count, and maybe I want to insert it here. So perhaps I want to see course fee, which is from this column in my course table, and I separate it with comma. So every time you have more than one fields that you want that you place in the select statement, you want to separate it by a comma. So if I did that, because one of the fields or one of the result data field is a function, you will have to do a group by. And this is important. So every time you use it, this is an important concept to remember, because if I try to run this, I am going to get a error message that says course fee is invalid in the select list because it is not contained in either an aggregate function or the group by clause. So I need to add my group by clause, and I'm going to group this by course fee, and you will see what happens when I do that. So remember earlier we have 9 courses. Well, now because I want this to be grouped by course fee, so there are 2 different course fees um, that are pertinent to the query result. The course fee is the courses are either $2,500 or $5,000. So because we want to group the result by course fee, now it's breaking it down by the courses. So by the course fee. So 5 courses are $2,500 and 4 courses are $5,000 each. Another popular or very useful function to use in your query is the sum function. The sum function basically finds the total of a number or a range of numbers. So obviously you cannot do sum function for a field that has a data type of a non-number data type such as an car. You cannot use the sum function because obviously you can't add names. You can count names, how many names there are, but you cannot do you cannot add names together. It just doesn't work. So in order for you to use the sum function, you must use it on a numeric or a number data type such as integer. So here is the syntax. Basically you would identify your fields that you want to pull or do you want to display in your results. So select sum course fee, and again course fee must be in parentheses because every time you use a function, whatever fields that you want to operationalize using that function has to be in parentheses, and also course fee must also be a numeric type such as integer. And I want my column title to be this from the course, and then I also have my where statement to further filter the results. So let's see the implementation of these in SQL Server. Here is my query. So as you can see, the sum function, the functions are always highlighted in different color or written in different color. The system automatically does that for you. Also, all the other statements are also in different color in case you haven't noticed that. Let's see. So this query is self-explanatory, so I'm going to execute that, and obviously the total for all courses that are between $2,000 and $5,000 is $32,500. In addition to knowing the total number of courses that are in that have a course fee between $2,000 and $5,000 and the total of them, I want to see the breakdown by how much the course fee is. So to do that, we are going to do a group by. So here is the original query that I just ran, and let's say I want to see this by course fee. So I'm going to add another field in my select statement, and I want to, and that field is course fee. And of course, for my result, I want it to be grouped by course fee. And if I run that, it will show that for courses that is that has a course fee of $2,500, I have 5 of those courses, and if I total up or sum up all the course fees for these, the total is $12,500. So basically 2,500 multiplied by 5, you will get $12,500. And the same goes for courses that are $5,000 a piece, and there are 4 of them, so in total the course fees are $20,000.